Hello and welcome back. You are gaming with me, Mr-Brothgar, and today I have some more Loadout Weapon Crafting action for you. Today's recommendation comes from Alex Ben Barak. It says, I have an awesome shotgun build for you, which is sweet because shotguns have been recommended many times so far, but I haven't actually gotten to test them out. So today I'm going to be testing shotguns. He says it is a slug pulse, which is right up my alley, with a standard mag, a 3-round burst, which I think is really quite interesting, and the scope does not really matter, but he likes to use a laser guidance system to allow the grouping to actually be better. So when you're aimed down sight, it should redirect all the balls into a tighter grouping, which is actually kind of interesting for a shotgun. And then it goes on to say it's just a standard stock, works well, and then obviously a scatter barrel. So let's go test this weapon out here and kind of build it and break it down. Alright, so here's that shotgun Alex was talking about. We got the scatter barrel here, and then we got the laser guidance system. We can also put iron sights or whatever we really want on there, maybe even bioscanner. And then we have slug rounds rather than Tesla or pyro or healing of any sorts. And then we have a whole bunch of different rounds that we can actually stack on top of the standard magazine. As you noticed, it comes down when you go from Gatling to scattered. You actually drop the amount of rounds you have in the magazine. So this would normally be 50, but since you went to scatter, it now drops to 25 rounds. And then we have a 3-round burst, so every time we pull that trigger, we're going to be unloading 3 rounds. So let's go ahead and test this out. We have iron sights, scattered, 3 rounds, slug, and then bouncy. The difference between standard and bouncy is, well, this really doesn't seem like there's any drawback at all. Corkscrew does give you a little bit of extra damage, and then skipping and slow pulse are something that is, really quite interesting, maybe for another video another time. Let's head into the test range and give this a shot, shall we? I left the wrong attachment on. Let me make that adjustment real quick. Alright, so we have the bouncing rounds here. Just kind of a standard shotgun build, except for with the 3-round trigger. It's definitely devastating. 3 shots from that range there. I think I missed a little bit, but it should normally just be 2 because you get about 60 damage per, I guess, series of shots. It's not necessarily one shot, it is a 3-round burst. So every time you pull the trigger, you can get up to 60 damage out of this build, and it's just absolutely devastating. Not to mention if you kind of aim upwards and maybe catch a little bit of headshot. I don't really know if you can actually get so much of the headshot there. Let me try. Well, you gotta be kind of pro to do that. Regardless, it's just a 2-shot kill. So 60 damage. Let's see what it does when we actually put a laser guidance system on top of this weapon, shall we? Alright, so we've dropped the damage there from 20 damage per shot, I should say, per round, and then we drop that down to 18.58. So it's really not much of a hit there. Now, he's saying he likes to do this because it's going to increase his grouping here. So let's see what Alex is talking about here. This is kind of a long distance 1-2 shot from here. Now let's go ahead and take this off. We're going to go over to iron sights, right back into the same range. I'm going to wait for this exact same NPC to reload. 1, 2, 3. So let's test this out one more time because that was actually pretty dramatic there. 1, 2, 3 shots. Go ahead and put this laser guidance system right back on it. Reload. Now I'm already reloaded. And let's see what Helga does here. 1, 2. That's very clever of you, Alex. Using the laser guidance system is actually going to work for you. Being able to actually extend the range here of your shotgun and keep the grouping tighter is going to increase your damage at a more medium range as opposed to having to get right up in their face. So if you have the heads up or the skill to actually kind of use this laser guidance system, not to mention be able to track the target a little bit, you're going to actually be able to increase your amount of damage on target if you can aim it in the right direction. Regardless, though, should still be about a 2 shots, no problem. So there's really no drawback, I'm thinking, having the laser guidance system on it. I think that's a complete enhancement to the weapon build here, and I'm loving it. So let's go ahead and test out a few of these other rounds. We have bouncy. Let's see slow pulse. See, now that basically just reclaims whatever you lost to the laser guidance system. I'm not sure if that's actually going to work for you because we're not really talking about a big DPS difference between the two. Not to mention when you're talking about the combined damage of maybe 120 damage and then still, what, like 115 or so together? Maybe about 111. I'm not really quite sure right off the top of the bat. Slow pulse is going to do more damage for you. But then again, you might end up missing targets more if you're talking about moving quickly. I'm not quite sure. But I'm thinking slow pulse is something you could put on there. Let's see what else we have. I think this is actually going to be really cool. Skipping. I've never actually used skipping in, you know, any like real useful fashion, but I think it would be kind of an interesting build just to kind of throw it on this weapon and see what skipping's all about. Which is kind of crazy. I mean, the balls go all over the place, so. Not to mention, you can kind of shoot low, and then if they're still with anywhere in that area, they're still going to be connected rather than having to shoot exactly at them. I'm not quite sure. I think that's another build for another time. But regardless, this is the weapon build that Alex has recommended. So I'm going to go bouncy, laser guided system, scatter, 3-round burst, and we're going to see how this works out in the real life. I think we have to rename this. Skatar came to mind. I don't know. I didn't really come up with a creative name, but Skatar sounds kind of interesting. So that's its name. All right, we are playing Blitz on Fissure at night. This is going to be interesting here. We're going to see how Skatar Broth actually works out here. Oh boy. Hello. Woo! What up? Big win right off the bat there. Let's see if we can find this first capture point. Come on now. Where's it going to be? Probably over there by the enemy. Because we won the face-off at the beginning. Not good. Tends to always happen. I'm going to suicide him in. Is there anybody left? And my teammates going to be able to get in there? Yes, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. I kind of sacrificed myself there, but I felt like it's worth it. Scatter Broth, I've actually been playing for over 3 rounds with this so far against some really experienced players. And I've had not a whole lot of luck, mostly because I've just been getting my butt kicked, and I've had to learn how to kind of use this weapon in close range. Since it does have the 3-shot trigger, the 3-round burst, you have to actually track the enemy the entire time, or else you only do 20 damage to them at best. So, actually I think it's 18.5 is what I'm actually looking at here. You can see this guy, I'm not actually able to just like destroy this guy as much as I thought I would be able to. Come on now. Come on. Yeah, he's gonna jump off and die anyhow. Might have actually been able to get into a round with some more least experienced players, I guess, is the way I'm going here. Not sure where this guy is thinking of going. I mean, he knows there's a flag over there. Anyhow, let's see how this works out. Got a couple enemies here. The laser guidance system is nice at extending range. There, I've cleaned up another one. Here we are. See, now I'm missing these targets. Arrgh, that's what I'm talking about. That kind of drives me nuts. Now, I'm into this mode where it's kind of like, you just kind of hope you run out of help after the other guy. Captain Kid took an elbow to the face. I'm not even sure where the capture point is. I'm running the wrong way. Scatterbroth is working out alright. Like I said, there are certain cases where I feel like just having something big and powerful that I need to hit the enemy with right off the bat. And then if I miss, I just don't do any damage. Rather than like 20 damage. I don't know. It's hard to hit them with all the rounds. It does do pretty good right there. I am against some less experienced players. People are probably more close to my level, at least this time. So, guess I can't complain too much now. 1500 to 0. We're running over them. Come on! Oh, yeah. Come on, Scatterbroth. Show me what you got. Elbow to the face. We'll just do that. That'll work. Alright. I'm gonna get this guy. I'm gonna get him. Didn't work. Tried to chase that guy down. Ran out of ammo. Only get 8 full shots out of the Scatterbroth. I'm liking it, though. I'm curious to see what other kind of shotgun builds you guys can come up with, because I feel like shotguns have a real big place in this game. I've gotten my butt kicked by them several times so far. Let's defend this bridge. Yeah, I was able to take out Captain Kid once again with Skatar Broth. It's doing pretty good. Firing off rockets. Well, whatever. Took out that guy, Michael! Oh! And Thunder Knee came and killed me. What am I? Kill to death ratio is 8 to 3. I'm actually doing well this time. I'm liking this shotgun. I'm liking shotguns in general. Even though I've had a pretty rough start at this. It seems to be working pretty good. Come on. Got the wrong weapon there. Thunder knees. That's right. I wasn't paying attention. See how Michael does here. A little 1v1, huh? Well, he got triple teamed. He's not going to survive that. Let's see here. Are we going to run the map on these guys? It's not really going to do a whole lot here to tell me how the weapon's doing. If we just run on over them. No, looks like they're on it now. Too bad I got the swarm. What is this guy doing? He's just chilling back there. No, I don't really want to get on the flag. That would have been too easy. See, now this is what I'm talking about. I'm having... This guy's jumping around, which is, you know, pretty much how all close-range battles are fought these days. You just jump and shoot all the time. Having a hard time connecting with the shotgun in that regard because I have to track the target. So maybe shotguns of a rifle assortment are a little bit more adapt to that because they have a faster projectile. We'll see. I'm going to test out some more shotguns and see how they all stack up. There's potential for this one though. I do like it. It does kind of work good there. And I love this part where I can actually aim down targets. All in all, that actually worked out pretty good. I'm liking the weapon. So I tell you what, since that last round went by so fast and was fairly one-sided, I'm actually going to be playing Extraction here with Scatterbroth to see how it all faces out. Unfortunately, the enemy seemed like he was the only one that spawned, but he took us all out, except for one guy. That was pretty impressive. Let's see how Scatterbroth does here in Extraction mode. Yeah, this is a pretty interesting map. It might actually work out pretty good here. There is some medium range areas. I'm feeling like here is definitely a swarm area. Does a good job of actually lighting up the bluets whenever you get to that point. Come on. Come on, buddy. Let's just 1v1 this guy. I was able to take that guy down. Well, I got actually assist. That's actually something I've noticed a lot with this gun. I tend to get a lot of assists rather than kills because I'm missing all my shots. There we go. See, that's what I'm kind of talking about. I'm trying to get used to it. It's weird when you pull the trigger. There's like almost a little bit of a delay, and then it kind of goes off. Ah! I'm not able to do as much damage to this guy as I thought I would. Come on! There we go. Got him. That range runs out real quick with the shotgun. Then again, I guess I could have swapped over to a different weapon. Or maybe found a better combination. Again, it is kind of a weapon that's partial to that close range stuff. Well, was able to do a lot of damage to him. Again, only getting the assist. 2 and 1 so far. I'm starting to think that maybe having that triple trigger, even though it does kind of stack all that damage on top of itself, might be the weapon's Achilles heel, actually. I'm not quite sure. It's hard to tell. This guy just AFK over here? Nope. That one ran out a little quick. There we go. I just thought of something here that it's probably going to really help me out as far as shotgun battles. All I got to do is keep the guy's name in the middle of my screen. As long as I do that, I should be able to connect with him. Just like that. See, that's actually helping me out quite a bit there. Let's see how well I can do now against Darrell here. 1, 2. Oh, there we go. He actually committed suicide. That works too. So far, been able to take down any enemy that's been coming my way up here. Start running those salvo triggers and you got such a big area of effect. kind of difficult. Keep that name in the middle of the screen. There we go. Kill streak of 5. Scatterbroth. Working good.
5 captures remain.
Now that I've kind of picked up that little tip here, a little hint, just keeping the name in the center of the screen. Oh, I'm doing a lot better. Yep. I was lining up that last shot, but he had a big rocket. That ends my kill streak of 6. Interesting. I'm actually starting to feel a lot more confident with this weapon. It's taken a bit of getting used to. I feel like this weapon has quite a learning curve I wasn't expecting to face, but, you know, it happens, right?
3 captures remain.
Ooh! Did he throw that at me? That was actually impressive.
2 captures remain.
That is one thing, though, that is really kind of good about this. If I shoot this at plutonium, shotgun's big area of effect, really able to light that stuff up. I am liking Scatterbroth, so I'm definitely liking as far as all the shotguns go. So if you got a good shotgun build, make sure to comment that below. And if I got the bluets to do it, I'll definitely give it a try. As far as any other weapons as well, I'll try those out as well. So if you found this video useful, likeful, or enjoyable, just make sure to hit that like button. It helps me support my content here on YouTube. Comment section is below, obviously. And if you haven't subscribed already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I do this stuff on a regular basis. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Peace. Brothgar out. 2 weeks. Looks like we're defending this. We've got a couple of guys coming down below. So this is a perfect opportunity to test out the swarm. Load it up. We're going after this guy right there. I kind of readjusted the shots there. New broth. Cleaning them out. I'm going to make sure I'm reloading here. I'm going to be defending my teammates from above rather than dropping down, because the enemy's just going to keep coming. Swarm loading up.